Hi hoy. Hello, everybody. Hi hoy. Nue. Yes, it is me. I am here. Hello. How we doing? I'm doing pretty good. It's my day off. One of my many days off that I get. Only stop by work is unending right now. I want to say hi. I hope that you are free soon. I I hope you are loosed from the shackles of employment, at least only momentarily. I'm on lunch. Hello. It's good to see you. It's been a while. School is still rough. School is always rough. It's why we do it. I've been right there with you, and I'm right there again. And we're going to make it. Just got to keep working at it. Anyway, today is going to be kind of a mixed bag. I'm going to do the dulls. We're going to Zatsu, and then we're probably going to play Outer Wilds a little bit. You're quitting and coming to my house right now. I My room is clean. My room is clean. I can accept guests right now. Um, but yeah, so I just drank a Pepsi Zero Sugar because I needed some caffeine. On my way to do the white glove test. I dusted yesterday. I bought a whole bunch of microfiber cloths from Amazon before I moved, and I ran them through the wash when I got here. So now I have microfiber cloths. Speaking of which, I need to clean my glasses. Amazon. You know, my technical employer because I make money off of Twitch streaming, so technically I work for a mega corporation. That Amazon. Clean what glasses? No, no, no. I can't see. I can't see. But yeah, I'm currently drinking water out of a glass decanter because I my water bottle broke. Thank you. I can see again. My water bottle broke the other day. My precious water bottle that has been with me. It has been around the world. It's been to Australia 3 times. It's been to Canada. It's been all over. It made it down here. It fell right as I got to school in the parking garage. It fell. It fell right on its little corner and it cracked. And it didn't like break open. There's like I picked it up and I saw it dripping and I was like, "No. No." And so we live in the future, so I was able to order a new one walking on my way to class, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know if the human mind was made to experience that level of ease and simplicity in life. Like the fact that I could be like, I want a thing, make it happen. And it's going to be here tomorrow. You know? Like, is it dangerous to expose myself to that level of ease? Denying the hunter gatherer urge to spend 3 days trying to find something? Yeah. I wonder if that's I'm slowly losing my humanity because I'm ordering things our ancestors fought for this level of ease. Mark says you won't appreciate the labor value that went into the good that you're using. I don't know. I feel like I make a conscious effort to celebrate my possessions. Remember when you wanted a book? You had to go all the way to the bookstore and hope that they had it in stock. That's true. That is true. Like, I'm not old enough to have had to call into a store and ask if they had something because, like, I was alive then, but I was not the person in charge of buying things. So I've never called into a store and been like, hey, do you have blah, 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 blah? It was interesting. Back when I worked for a hardware store, the first time it cracked like 90 degrees, like the first day, I got like 12 calls being like, "Hey, do you have air conditioners?" And it's like, "Yeah, we do." You waited a while. Dead Gamer, thank you for filling out your paperwork correctly. Welcome, welcome. What? Yeah, I know I'm cute. I'm not one of the listen. The VTuber space is filled with bottoms who are like, don't call me cute. No, I'm a whore. I'm a slut. I'm out here experiencing the full physicality of my being. Horse says, what? Joaquin, you're in grabbing distance. You're on the other side of a wall. I usually was just looking for anything by Terry Pratchett I don't already own, so it got more.
Start grabbing, Joker.
Oh no! I just got ambushed. Time to drill a hole into the wall so that Nemo can maximize his slut potential. I'm not allowed. We rent. I'm not allowed to drill holes in the wall. We'd have to repaint the whole wall. All right. Serious question. Serious question for the table. You have the good fortune of having accumulated enough money in this economy to somehow buy a house. You find a house. It's perfect. The kitchen is great. It's got one of those islands. You love it. The countertops are beautiful. It's got a fantastic sink. For a table like the 10 count, yes, and a 10-piece McNugget for the table. You're going around. It's got beautiful bathrooms. It's got a walk-in closet. It's got everything you could ever want. It's got an immaculate, like, beautiful flooring, everything. But you get to one of the bathrooms and you notice that right next to the toilet, leading into the room adjacent, the adjacent bedroom, there's a little door. There's a little hatch. And you pull the door opens, like it's split in half, and you open it. You push it aside like a fucking shoji screen. And there's a perfectly circular, about like uh 3-inch in diameter hole. And it's like, it's cut into the tile, it's finished, and you can see into the other room, and the wall is thin here. Then that's massive. Look, we need to accommodate everyone. Just got 12 nuggets for $3. I'm living large. How'd you manage that? Where'd you get them from? Does it have room for games and activities? Yes, it's the perfect house, but there is, next to one of the toilets, there is very clearly a glory hole. Is this a deal breaker for you? Like, does this put you off at all? Follow-up question. For those of you who say no, would you fill it in? I'm looking to install a glory hole in my house. Can you give me the number of the guy you used for yours? It's a business opportunity. He does quality work. He does. It's got like flashing around the edges, so it's smooth. Fill it with what? That's up to you. That's up to you. Okay, so the question is, so how many of you, I feel like this is a mark of a certain type of person in the population that just walks among it. It's like how there are certain people who are probably predisposed to like developing like AI psychosis, where if they lived in a house with a functional glory hole, they would buy the stuff to fill it in. They would buy like fucking drywall tape and plaster and all of that. And it would sit in their bathroom for months, and they'd never get around to it. And they'd just look at it, and slowly the thought of the glory hole would consume them. What I'm saying is, I feel like there is a certain type of person who, if they were in the proximity of one in a safe area, they would slowly be consumed with the desire to experience it at least once. To be fair, just plug it and put some decor there. Oh, so you would make like a little terrarium, like you open up the little door and there's like a little scene in there, like one of those things behind like a light switch. There's just a hole to transport TP in case you're low. Actually, that's a good point. Honestly, I don't know why we haven't done this before. Consider the following. Industrial-sized toilet paper. Like a 2,000-foot roll on a spindle that like goes in a little closet and there's a little hole that you pull out of. I feel like there's probably a shortcoming to this somewhere that I'm not seeing that has, I don't know, I'm not a physicist. I don't know about friction. Toilet paper could be bigger. Anyway, all I'm saying is I feel like I might be the type of person to look at the hole next to the toilet and be like, well, I mean, it's already here. It would be a shame to let this opportunity. I'm a man of opportunity. I like to take advantage of the opportunities I'm given because my life has not given me very many. So I feel like if given that opportunity, I'd be like, well, I mean, at least once. Like, I mean, I'm going to die eventually. I'm not going to live forever. I bought that hole. I'm losing money on it, not using it. Exactly. Exactly. It's good to know I live with people of similar who understand me, even when I make, even though sometimes I make deranged statements about Coke and Pepsi. It's next to the toilet, right? It is. It is like, it is convenient. seems like a shitty place to have one. You clearly don't read enough dojins. Um, it's like it's not at toilet level. It's like at eye level when you're sitting down. So you can just lean over and like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like a safe analog. You do like the Peter Griffin bit where somebody like hands a hot dog to you uh through the hole. Just one, like you're not even shitting. Lean over and sing into it. Yeah. A glory hole in your own home kind of inherently misses the point, though. You have to let somebody in for that to use them, so you automatically. That's true. Although you could get around that. You have like a random drawing. We're unintentionally inventing double-blind glory hole studies. An important question for the fellow freaks and pervs in chat, as well as Nemo, I suppose. Oh, it's so generous of you to include me in your question in my Twitch chat. Leather or latex? Oh. Good question, actually. Okay. I've been thinking about this recently. Actually, this is actually a good question. I have been pondering this because in my mind, there are the things that I like looking at and the things I would want to experience personally. Ergo, I love the look of latex, and I suppose leather to a certain extent. I like it when person shiny. I guess like it. I don't know what. I guess it like triggers the avaricious part of my brain, and I don't know. I like when person shiny. That being said, I know there are some people who like the. I don't love the sounds. I don't like the sound that latex makes. I like the squeaky. I'm not into that. I feel like leather is also more versatile. Like you can do all sorts of things with. Latex is always sort of the same. I prefer my fetish materials to be natural and organic. Thank you very much. Latex is an organic material. It comes from it. It literally grows on trees. If anything, latex is the more renewable option. I assume sex latex is synthetic for some reason. I think they do sometimes use like PVC. We have microplastics in the lead community. We're a lead community. Your streamer has had lead poisoning. That's not a joke. And it's protected me. The lead filled my body. No, I don't have any microplastic. There are my balls, zero microplastics, too full of lead. My bones are coated in a thin layer of atomic lead, and therefore I cannot absorb the microplastics. They have preserved me. I do sometimes wonder, so like unironically, like I do sometimes think about the fact that like, oh, I forget that lead poisoning is not like a normal thing to have happened to like a child ever in this era. Like children haven't regularly gotten lead poisoning in forever. I do sometimes wonder what I would have been like if I hadn't had it, because it was not a very severe case, and like we got it out of my system as fast as possible. That being said, I know that like there is the non-zero chance that it affected like my development and my countenance. And I like to think I'm a fairly level-headed person. But I do wonder if like, because obviously I've never been someone who isn't me. I do wonder if like that that urge that I feel in my brain sometime that I've never acted upon to just be obsequiously violent. I wonder if that's the lead talking, or if that's just a normal thing that happens to people. Can you confirm, non-lead enjoyers in the chat? Are you saying I'm autistic because of lead? No, no, not autism, not autism. Don't have autism, believe it or not. Um, been tested regularly. Mother worked in mental health. um, stand an angel, a devil, and a lead golem. You should be nice and return the wallet you just found. No, keep it for yourself. Lick the wall. Lick the wall. Less autistic than me somehow based on that. I'm not autistic. I'm just fucked up. Not an expert, but I feel like one of the only things you can really point to as an effective lead is lower IQ, which clearly isn't an issue you're facing. But what if I could have been even more powerful? That's what I wonder. Like, would reading have been easier for me if I didn't have lead poisoning, or is that just an ADHD side effect? People feel the need to stab someone when they pick up a knife or throw their phone off a balcony. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so knowing that's something that happens to other people, very comforting. Very comforting. I'm surrounded by fellow people who also experience dark and horrendous urges all the time and don't act on them, and that's how we live in a civil society. The human brain really just does default to what if I killed everyone? It kind of does, doesn't it? Like you'll just be in like a social you'll be in an elevator and you'd be like horrendous violence could happen right now and no one would be ready for it. I will say that I feel like there's various flavors of that. Like I feel like there's the sort of person where they get in an elevator, there's one other person, and like the sicko to sicko communication happens. They tap the mass violence. They like they consult with the pneuma of the world soul that causes us to experience strife. And they're like, I could paint the inside of this room with that other person. And then I feel like there's other people who are like, I could take off all of my clothes right now. And I feel like I'm grateful that I'm more of the first than the latter. Because the latter feels more difficult to deal with. Especially as a person, like, especially as a person with, like, external sexual organs. It's like I could just I could be doing the sex right now as a constant thing in the back of my mind would be terrifying. So they think, where would a sniper shoot me from? And start looking around. Constant, yeah, like I mean, like you know, those the sorts of people who are like They've got to exist. I don't know if breakcore in the background makes me more or less convincing as a person. We're listening to this, by the way. If you desire to, as a VOD watcher, experience the full effect of me saying absurd things with actual background music. But yeah, in general, I'm glad I'm more of an I could punch you than an I could kiss you sort of person. Although I feel like I'm more in the middle. Anyway, Dark Urges aside, um, I've been continuing experimentation with the air fryer, and by that I mean I've been putting food into it and eating it. Because I've never had an air fryer before, and it's very new to me. Uh, Man, generic store brand pizza rolls in an air fryer are some of the best pizza rolls I've ever had in my life. It's incredible. They come out, they're like crispy. It's wild. Like I put in the nuggets that are made out of like mechanically separated rib meat from a chicken that lived for like 8 hours in a cage that was like grown in a vat or something, and they come out perfect. It's amazing. I'm glad you're still living in the 2020s or late 2010s. I'm The air fryer fills me with a childlike wonder that I feel like everyone else has already gotten over. Like I go to the air fryer and I'm like, this thing it just makes food good. It is a great cost saver. Like I can get like frozen food, which is way cheaper than fresh food, and I just put it in there and I pull it out and it's delectable. And as long as I don't eat too much of it, I'm fine. It's wild. It's just a food machine. Like the microwave doesn't have shit on it. I put things in the microwave and they come out like wrong. It's like I've sent them. It's like they've gone through like it's like in media where like something goes through a hell portal and it comes out like murder. It's like from the fucking Fly. It does veggies really well. Oh, really? I'll have to try that. Cooking cooking an entire new stream idea. Cooking an entire head of lettuce in the air fryer. But yeah, I've also discovered I've discovered the ease of ready meals. I was never allowed to have ready meals. Like microwavable like instant dinners were just not allowed in the house, basically. I know they're bad for me. But at the same time, calorically, they're all like fine-tuned and they're surprisingly good. I'm kind of amazed. Like it's not good Nemo speedrunning indigestion. I feel fine. I have like honestly the stomach up not great. Stomach down totally fine in terms of like my health. Like I've never had issue like below the stomach. I've always been an upward facing person in terms of like I've ever told you about the fact that I missed like I don't know. I want to say like I probably missed like a third of fourth grade because I would constantly be throwing up on the bus because I got motion sick. And as a result of that, like if you threw up on the bus, they sent you home because you couldn't be sure if the kid was just motion sick or if they had some sort of infection that could like communicate to the other students. So I was home. I got sent home from throwing up like weekly. It was crazy. And it wasn't even that I was like I wasn't even a kid who wanted I loved school. So like I'd throw up and I'm like, I don't want to go home. It was so bad. I threw up on the bus almost every day for the first month of term for years because of chronic undiagnosed anxiety. Still had to attend school every day. I I did not have anxiety. I had a stomach that liked to rebel against me. So like I'd be excited to go to school and then all of a sudden I'd be like, "Oh no, the bus turned in a weird way. Time to uneat my breakfast." So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, like I don't know what they're putting in the ready meat. I recently also had an object called a Tostino's Party Pizza. Let me find an image for you. For those of you unaware, the Tostino's Party Pizza, it comes in like a Mylar bag, like just one of the thin plastic, and it's not good. It's less than $2. And you put it in the oven and it crisps up. The crust surprisingly good. It's like a cracker. It's flaky, and there it is topped with like just awful government cheese and what Bakin described as Class D beef, which I think is hilarious. And it's also about 700 calories. Like it's wild, and it's just a rectangle of food. And I class this as what I would describe as future food, which is any food that comes in like weird pouches. Like food that would be at home in the cyberpunk universe. Except obviously this has meat and they don't eat meat anymore. Um which honestly I love the idea. I would eat the fucking bug protein vat grown lab meat all day. All day, every day. Only meal. Fucking vat food. Modified genetic yeast. And I'd be happy. And I think that I think more people should be like me, and you should eat the bug. I'll eat it with. Listen, I'm not like one of those Hollywood elites that says eat the bug so that I can like go on my private plane. I'm not Taylor Swift. I'm not getting on a private plane to go to fucking Olive Garden. I'll eat it with you. We'll sit down, we'll get our bowls full of bugs, and we'll eat them together. And with that, let's play Scrandle. Ooh. Pie, chips, peas, and gravy with a pint, 10 pound, or a charcoal briquette. I think I know what's winning. Delicious activated carbon sausage roll. Hi, Robin. Hi. All right. Hot dog. 5 pepperoni pizza with a pineapple. 26 pounds. Dignity Health Sports Park. No. Unacceptable. Okay, it's the Dirty Dog and pulled pork cheese fries. Fuck. Okay, steak and chips with chimichurri. Price includes bottled drink, 10 pound. That's not bad. Hot dog and chorizo roll with a bottle of water, 6 pound 50. You're daft. You're deranged. All right, it's gonna win because it's fucking Kobe beef. Yada yada. This is gonna be more delicious. I don't care. Pizza slice with a can of beer, but it's Coors Light. Yeah, that's correct. Steak pie, salt and pepper chips with steak. The pie has delivered me. 3 birria tacos with sauce from a tailgate, 16 pound steak sandwich. What? No, that looked rancid. Takoyaki, grilled octopus in batter, 3 pounds. Sometimes people must be forced to experience freedom, and this is one of those cases. Mozzarella sticks with salsa dip? What? And a beer, 5 pound. It comes with a beer! This one's fucking deranged. I know they're expensive, but they're so much better. This one's fucking stupid. It's so much cheaper and it's better. It's better. The kids aren't eating enough octopus anymore. Okay, this one I will admit, this one might look a little bit better. This one, however,